And yeah, I know a lot of people have talked about Mother 3, I think is what it is. And they're like, hey, Nintendo, my money will be yours if you decide to release Mother here in the West. And they say, that's cool. That's cool and all. Japan only. Japan only. Also, Claus, I don't know about you, but it really, this actually goes for anyone because I know most of you guys probably have a YouTube account. Do you guys like or dislike the change that YouTube just one day decided to spring random alphanumerics on your account to where what was originally could have been like, I'm going to use myself as an example. TC Mich 31 was in fact TC Mich 3105683259, you know, and I'm like, granted, you could change it. It's very easy to change. You just have to, it's like Discord all over again. You know, Discord gave you a bunch of like random alphanumerics, and then they said, hey, that was kind of cringe. So here you go. You can be whatever you want as long as it's not taken. Also, I've lost one Plok. It's yeah, it's a little bit odd because I guess they're trying to do it to snuff out bots or anything, but even then, it's like YouTube. You have a problem, buddy. That problem being robots. Okay. I mean, to be fair, every single website has robots. So, like, yeah, to be completely honest, this could go to literally any website. Twitch is a good one too. But I just kind of think to myself, I'm like, you know, I don't know, man. It's a very odd change because I've seen some channels before that, for the most part, they have like, you know, they have a pretty marketable, pretty recognizable name, and then next thing you know, whenever the change came out of nowhere, their account got changed into, you know, stream VOD highlights 05069234. Good thing I use ad blockers. Look, here's the thing. Don't tell that to Google/Alphabet, or else they're going to implement 5 more safeguards to try to get your ad blocker gone. That is legitimately a thing where they have made it to where they intentionally throttle YouTube videos if you're utilizing an ad blocker and they detect it. And it's like, it's not so much of the fact that it's like, oh, you know, it bites. It's just more or less the fact that they even are deciding to do that, you know? Twitter or X, I have to call it, in the times where I have to go corporate, I have to call it X. But in the times that I'm being casual with you guys, it's probably gonna go Twitter, you know. Also, I'm sorry, like we're what, 3 levels in and we're already just getting bombarded. Okay, so I just realized I have like a life bar system. It's not like a health system kind of thing, or not a health system, but like it's not like, oh, I got hit once. Also, I thought that was invincibility a little bit there. It's like I want to go down, but what kind of secret could be down here? Or is this how the level goes? That it's over. I'm cooked. See, I feel bad for Plok right now because it's like I'm Plok's down to very, very low health, so I'm going to intentionally just int. We're gonna go further. Okay, so I gotta get past this guy basically, which I mean, crazy. Okay, look, technically this is a lot easier than I think. I'm just overcomplicating it because I don't have iframes, supposedly. You have YouTube chat on one, Twitch on the other. Nice. W mod. I gotta appoint some moderators in the YouTube chat if I am gonna be streaming, like co-streaming on YouTube. Is there really anything over here? Real quick, gotta take a second, just say hello, because we got some it's not like permadeath, right? Surely. Do I have to? Do you only get 1 life? Is it over? Am I cooked? Oh my god, you only do get 1 life. I have to make save states. I'll be right back, champ. Chair stream. I chose the hardest path, by the way, apparently in that level. So good to know. Very, very good to know. Am I gonna be that kind of guy where I have to do like save states? Where I have to just be like, okay, save state, you know. Am I cooked? Am I that bad? Am I that yellow painted in the year 2026? Because that's pretty unforgiving. If you actually only do have like the 3 lives, and then whenever you die, it's just, you know, hey, you're back to the start, buddy. Fairly unforgiving. Yeah, Chair had some great gameplay. Look, music in this game is a banger, so I'm kind of glad that I was able to at least be like, hey guys, I just need a second just to say hello to someone. Because if it weren't good music, then I would have just been like, oh man, I have to pull up something for chat. Now this is certified possible banger material, and it gets even better alongside time. Legitimately. Also, what? That's your underwear there, Plok. What the heck, man? Okay, so yeah, first 2 levels, easy, right? That's when we get into level 3, and I'm like, ooh, okay, maybe we may be cooking here. I may be getting cooked. The genuine question here, chat, is can Mitch play a game that is older than him and be good at it? That's the real question here. Now I'm just like punch out Plok at this point. I also tried to like completely upscale this game because I said, hey, you know what? I think we should give it some more life and give it some nice direction, right? Or some nice visual direction, even though, like, you know, obviously the one that's intended is this, right? And chat, when I upscaled it, I was like, oh no, this doesn't look too good. You know? Yeah, that is always the real question. Can I play a game, right? Also, Volt, good to see you. Not great to see you too. How are you guys doing? Yeah. If I wanted to show you guys, essentially what that was I did a filter and I did a shader, and the shader was, I think it was Scale FX. This is what it looked like. Like, yeah, okay, it looks smooth, but now I just basically made it into a $30 remake remaster that I could sell, you know, at this point. But in reality, okay, that's a blur filter, my goodness. But in reality, you know, you want something like this. Suddenly, yes, you turned into Scribblenauts at that point. Oh man, Scribblenauts would be a good little playthrough. Just like type in just random things and just see if it actually like generates. I think there actually is like mod support for Scribblenauts, and I think that's why I bought it whenever I was a kid. It was also because like it could run on legitimately anything because it's a DS game. See, if Plok is wondering about that flag right there, at least that flag is like a scarf, right? All right, guys. All right. Here's the thing. That sign is going to pop up and he's going to gank me. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to do a save state. I apologize. I know, not a true gamer. He is playing with save states. He is revoking his gamer card. But look, I know the technique. All right, and I'm going to go to the easier way. because I don't know what the hard way really entails. All I know is that easier way, it's the way I'm trying to go for. Does this like increase my score or anything with the gem? Any plockers in chat? Who up plocking? Oh, I actually can't believe I like slightly iframed that. Good chat. I think this was honestly like a good pick for today's stream. Like legitimately. Because I barely played any like NES and SNES games before in my life. And apparently there's a bunch of classics, a bunch of bangers, you know? And then there's also like some that are just, so to speak, hidden gems. And I'm wondering if this is quote unquote hidden gems status. Bull, we're gonna need some context here. Are you like working late? What's going on? Like that's the only thing I can think of. Speaking of work, by the way, chat, I said that I wanted to get out a stream to you guys tomorrow. Unfortunately, I do work tomorrow, so I don't think a stream is going to be going out tomorrow. However, I'm going to try to get one on Saturday, because Saturday I do have a friend who is trying to possibly go to a movie with me before we go to the Stream Texas event that is going to be later that night. Like it's all going to be in one fell swoop. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, chat. I really, really do hope that I can at least get that encore stream for you guys. If not, this will probably be the last stream for the week at that point. Because obviously I won't be here on Sunday and then Monday also. Oh, it's what Plok said at the end of the level. And okay. Look, I get it that you right now, Volt, you are watching the guidelines on how to be a good employee here in the workplace. Welcome to insert workplace here, the workplace of dreams. Today, we're going to learn about how to make your workplace a good workplace. Can I pause? See, look, I got you. Okay, I'm pulling. What I'm essentially doing is I'm pulling together a bit, so then they think that you're working right now, because you are working. Actually, you're working on getting channel points in the stream. And by stream, I say the stream of revenue that we're going to be making at the company today. For you are an asset to the company, any day and all day. Here at insert company name here, we're going to be recording record profits here in current year insert here. So make sure to be a dandy worker, and make sure to also take that break by going to the bathroom when you need to, because remember, there are no breaks in life. In fact, it's just gas. I'm gonna die. Divert the company assets, that is, because we want to make sure that the revenue is in fact a very nice spread here at the company. See, I call that was good. That was good. Okay, crisis averted, man. They barely give you any iframes, guys. Dare I say, the game is a toughie in like the best way possible. Like what was going on back in the like 1980s and 1990s, where they just decided to make every single video game that like was like cute and marketable for like children and young adults, and they just made it just godforsakenly hard. Like why? You know? I think this is the last level on this one. I do like how the skybox is turning very like pinkish red, like ominous in a sense. Got a bonus block. You cannot stop me. All right. Also, I just realized, chat, I need to save here. I'm sorry. I'm that guy. I Whoa, 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 whoa. That's actually big cringe. The game has done such a thing to me. Oh. I mean, to be fair, you can. Okay, I'm trying to think. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could do 4 hits before Plok needs to regain himself. Like Rayman can only do 2. The idea is that because you would be renting them at Blockbuster, you couldn't beat the game in one rental, forcing you to buy the game. Oh my gosh, actually, that is super smart. I get it. To be fair, I played a lot of PS2 games that were like that whenever I rented them from Blockbuster, but then there was also some games that were just super duper easy. They're just like, oh, you know what? Like, I can complete this because I like playing video games. I'm trying to think. I think I rented like a racing game once at Blockbuster, and then another game that I rented was the other game that I rented was, in fact, oh, what was it that I rented? One of the Sonic games. Sorry, there was just a little something on the microphone, so I had to get it right there. It was Sonic Unleashed, and then I later got Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. And that game was fun. Let me tell you, that game was fun. You know they made a Hatsune Miku mod of like the ally character that you have in that game. So what puts it at the checkpoint for me? Oh, okay. Interesting checkpoint, honestly. But I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna do my load states. Plok, buddy. We need some extra health here, buddy. Okay. Chat, dare I say this is tough as nails? Dare I say this is a hardcore game for hardcore gamers? I bet you whenever you guys logged on to whatever streaming platform of your choice today, for the stream, you didn't expect me to play Plok of all things, right? You just kind of were saying, like, okay, so Mitch is going to stream something. He did say he was going to play Plok on like, Twitch. And then I threw a curveball, and then the curveball was this. It was Plok. Never rented games, you only bought them. Well, yeah, fair. Like, totally fair, actually. But I did like how you would always have, back in the day, the whole, like, renting service. I mean, granted, nowadays you have that, but it's under, like, you know, PlayStation Plus or Xbox Game Pass or something like that. And back in the day, like, obviously, whenever you would rent something, it would determine, like, okay, is this going to be something I'm going to be spending, how much per games back in the day? Like $40? That's basically your determining factor, was like, am I going to spend $40 on this, right? Nowadays, you just spend $70, and it's like, you hope to expect that the game is good. Also, Dystopian, great to see you. Hope you're doing well, and hope you're enjoying Resident Evil 9 Requiem, by the way. Because I know that just came out. All right, load state. Today we're playing some Plok. If you guys are in fact wondering, if you're coming in to chat, you're like, what is he doing? Playing some Plok, because this game got bangers, bro. Oh, it's out tonight. Okay, gotcha. My God, I forgot. I think Amanda actually told me yesterday that it is going to be out on Thursday, and I took it to, I said, oh, I thought it was out now, and then I realized that that is not the case. It's the review embargo is over. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Do you have like iframes whenever you jump? technically, or is that just me like gaslighting? Just keep going up. Just keep going up. There we go. There we go. I think this is really funny though, that like there's a running joke that Plok keeps getting flags that are not his. Watching reviews without spoilers. And are they just like, this is possibly the best game I've ever played in my life? I've been seeing a lot of like positive reviews for it. I mean, like justifiable. And I've heard some people saying it's actually one of the best ones that's out there right now. Oh, guys, I'm trying my best here. That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, Battletoads difficulty, I think, would be pretty much the best way to describe like old school games. I played the remake of Battletoads, or like the re-release, not the re-release, but it's like it was the brand new one, and I was like, wow, this was okay, like aggressively okay, which is a shame because I was actually kind of hyped about it because I was like, oh, I've always heard about Battletoads and how like brutal it is. I do have Marathon installed. I'm probably not going to stream it though, because I know everyone and their mother is streaming it right now for the server slam, but I did install it just to check it out. I actually had to update my graphics card drivers because they said, hey, here is an increase in performance on games like Marathon. And I'm like, I'll say this with Marathon. If I really enjoy that server slam, maybe I'll plunk down 40 bucks for it. But as of right now, I don't see myself plunking down 40 bucks for it. I didn't buy Arc Raiders. Like, if I were to buy it between Arc Raiders or Marathon, it'd probably be Marathon just off the sake of I like the direction of it more, art style-wise. Even though I've heard, like, Arc Raiders is literally, like, baby Jesus in the form of video games that came out in 2025, other than, you know, Expedition 33, which is also, like, literally the whole Holy Bible. So yeah, my whole thing is like, I'm glad that they have solo extractions, which I mean that is kind of a thing that may determine a purchase for me, because I do like going solo and not getting ganked up on, you know, teams. I also like their ban policy. If you are cheating, you get banned and there's no second chances for you. Like, it's over for you. You're cooked. TMNT Back in Time. I think if I remember correctly, it was one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games that came out, and like Activision like owns the rights to it, and it hasn't been remade since. I think it released on the 360 and it also released on the One, and it hasn't been re-released since. But they'll probably dive into something like that. Whatever, like maybe like a new one comes around. I know the new one that comes around is going to be the new, you know, like kind of 2D animation Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but from what I understand, those games are made by Game Mill, and Game Mill is well, exactly what it says on the tin. That's for sure. I've not played Lion King on the SNES before, but I've heard that in Aladdin got bundled together, and it's just an absolute nightmare for people that are like in their 20s and 30s, because they remember playing that game when they were like 10 or younger. Yeah, that new Scott Pilgrim looks good though. Yeah, that looks awesome. I actually added that one on my wish list. Look, chat, if we do get a stream out, like that little like encore / surprise stream out sometime this weekend, I think you guys will be very happy about what I have planned, because it's a little segment I really enjoy doing. I'm gonna bring it back. Ooh. 15 years old. You did it pixel perfect. From the second level onwards, that's quite the achievement. Demo is out? Oh, nice. Okay. Well, good to know. because that might have to be rolled into a demo then. Yeah, wow. I actually didn't know if they were even going to release a demo for that game. Thought it was just going to be like, yeah, we're going to release it someday. I know the first one had its licensing issues, and then they finally re-released it. Yeah. I love Next Fest. You know, for every AI-generated thumbnail of Next Fest, there's like 5 genuine games that are available. And I think that's pretty neat, you know? Oh, chat. Oh my goodness. Chat, I may have found the tech. I'm using the back paddles to move left and right. This is not the tech at all. That is not the tech. Use the D-pad. Could you imagine if you were to utilize the back pedals to like move? That's kind of insane, actually. Oh, look, there's people that play Call of Duty with back paddles, and they're actually like they're better than me. Okay, I don't know how people play with back paddles. It's kind of crazy to me. And then there's people that don't play with back paddles, and then they're just amazing. Back paddles truly are amazing. They can help or hinder your performance. Also, I just realized, why is my attack not the X button? Because I've been like spamming that button multiple times. Also, looks like we've got a little bit of an ad break over onto the Twitch channel. If you guys are in fact watching from any other channel right now, I do want to let you guys know, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to drop a little follow, or technically on YouTube it's a subscribe, but it's you know, it's a follow really if you think about it, so you can stay up to date when I go live, and also with any new videos I may post. That's not the super cool S9X. No, you know what? I actually had 2 emulator decisions, and I picked this one just because this one had a GitHub, and I was like, all right, what am I downloading? And I was like, I'm downloading an SNES emulator, and that was it. You know, I also did get Super Battle Golf. I'm still waiting for my friends to play it with me. Cooked. We're actually cooked. We're actually cooked. One wrong move, and we just got plocked. Oh my goodness. But I am super excited for whenever that comes around, that we're going to be playing that Super Battle Golf, because I know it has sold a good amount of copies, and also it's literally golf, but you also can have it as the third-person shooter, and I think that's really funny. I mean, what other game allows you to just absolutely nail one of your friends with a bazooka while you're playing golf? Not even What the Golf had that, chat. Shout out to What the Golf, though. Great little game. Did I complete that game on stream once, or was that a demo that I completed? I think it was a demo. I swear I have What the Golf somewhere. They have an orbital strike. Hit a hole in one. Me and my buddy froze. They couldn't handle it. I do think that is really funny, though, that they have an orbital strike, because it'll just be like, it will be Hell Divers, too, all over again. Where you'll essentially go, cool argument, but left arrow, right arrow, up, down, B, right, up, left. Orbital strike. Plok. What is going on over here? Chat. I need a moment of silence here, okay? I'm gonna be locked in for the sake of what you guys are going to be hearing is possibly one of the craziest tracks that I have heard in a game that came out back in the 80s/90s. Sounds good, by the way, Omega Man. I'll put that in consideration. Thank you. At least it's gonna like it's gonna keep going. But it's just I've heard this song multiple times in like lists of like best video game songs, and I can kind of understand why. I'm telling you, I was doing good there. I could feel it. I have a strat basically. Fortunately, the strat is also just immediately get hit. I think I need to. I was gonna say I need to restart from the low state here. But this is just it's actually insane. Stop dying is a good strat. Thank you, chat. Really amazing. Gotta lock in, bro. Gotta lock in. I'm doing so well there too. I'm not gonna go for the spinny jump just because I feel like they're gonna catch me in midair with one of their with one of the projectiles. That's why I'm staying on the ground and I'm just kind of going for it. That's crazy. It was like one little sliver of health too. Ah, dude, that's bad. That is rough, man. The bobbins, bros. It's like I want to go for the jump, but I'm just gonna, dude. I need to stay on the ground because I think that's the smarter move. I'm basically doing that to the high ground. God. Crazy. There's probably a hotkey. I'll get me into that faster, but I'm just, you know, since it's connected to the OBS right now, the keyboard, you know, I'm gonna stick with this. Okay, I'm gonna run this life though. Almost perfect there. Almost perfect. It's good. It was a good little boss fight. Kind of challenging for a first boss. Oh man. I just, that music gets me immediately locked in. I'm like, no screwing around here. No screwing around. I'm locked. I'm Plocked, actually, if you really think about it. Plok arrives home the next morning Yeah, I look, okay, but like I played Dark Souls, I played Elden Ring. Guys, do we remember by any chance? Please tell me you guys remember the Elden Ring stream. That one took a lot more time than I wanted it to for just the first boss that you encounter. What's this? Who are you? Okay, it was just 1,000 points. Okay. Okay, we're kind of popping off with the song here right now. Sounds like I'm in like a tropical retreat now. There's apparently one song also in this game that just like kind of hits, and to be completely fair, chat, I think all of the songs are kind of hitting right now, and we've only experienced like 3 of them. 4, actually. Sorry, forgot about the title. I feel like I should be in a mall right now. You know, that's what it. I'm just getting that vibe. But oh. Pretty nice that you can just utilize your actual like limbs to pick up stuff. It's always nice. Okay, don't hurt him now. Get my foot back, please. I had no indication on whether or not I got that wasp. Oh. Surprisingly, like, much easier enemy compared to the last world enemies that we had. It's like, yeah, okay, he's gonna hop. He's gonna do a little leap, right? Whatever, right? That's okay. What is this? I didn't know what that was. All right, let's try not to lose all my limbs this time. I can go with 3. 3 is fine. Yeah, I said this sounds like a mall, but honestly, chat, also kind of sounds like I should be on like a derby right now, like racing a go-kart, or what are those like drift cars? Oh, he jumping, he leaping, help! How am I still alive? More or less, how am I supposed to get over that? Guys, did I just realized something. Did I not save? I did not save. Oh, you have to get all the enemies to progress? Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that at the bottom. All right, well, guys, hope you enjoyed the boss, because we're back to this again. Look, I know their tactics, okay? I know what they're doing. Okay, I say I know their tactics, and then I just completely... I lose it. I am gonna need a fat reminder in chat when I complete this to save my game. I mean, hey, I get to hear the boss fight thing again, like the theme, I'm cool with it. I can't believe I didn't save around whenever I actually like got to a no location. Uh, I've had a lot of blunders on the channel before, but you know that one I think definitely takes the cake. Chat, I need flow state. Okay, check this out. Flow state. And I think the big issue is I cannot jump over that. Without, like, taking damage, obviously. I knew it. I was like, once that lands on me, it's over. I didn't know it was going to be that close to the edge. Yeah, I was going to say that one's chalked. That was not good. Genuinely, how do you code this song? Like, how do you, on the very limited amount that you have on a sound chip, how do you just say, I'm about to make a banger. Do not stop me. Actual wizardry at play. It always is rule number one. You know, I always have like the auto saves, and maybe I'm just like spoiled by that in things like Dolphin or you know, for the Wii or the GameCube. Really just the Wii. I don't think I've really played anything on the GameCube. I should also find some GameCube stuff. Nice. No, don't screw this up. All right, I'm gonna save obviously once we get past. Yeah, what a piece of cake indeed, Plok. You didn't have to go through the boss twice. I had to. Hey, I mean, we had a good time. We had a good time. That was great. That was fun. Guys, do you want to see wide Plok, by the way? Check this out. Check this out. Okay, check out. You want to see wide Plok? Boom. That's right. Bet you didn't expect this one. Boom. Wide. I'm trying to think. It says center window. Aspect correction. Okay, so aspect correction, just yeah, sounds about right. Do I want some scan lines? Yeah, get a bit of those scan lines in there. 0% scan lines, 66% scan lines. That is pretty cool. I do like the look of that, but I'll just keep it on none. Yes, it was not that hard this time. Once I obviously knew what I was going into and what to expect, then yeah, like it's like okay, it makes sense now. Now we're on a nice tropical retreat. But now I have to find like every single enemy in this. And also not try to fall into the water. Ugh! It's these things again. I'm assuming they don't have any iframes too. Like I can just mercilessly bully them by like throwing all my limbs. Oof. Great one right there, Snapple. Fantastic, actually. Good to see you, by the way. How are you today? Been here. Forgot I had you tabbed up. Well, hey, welcome in. Claus is working overtime because Claus doesn't only have the Twitch stream up, he's got the YouTube stream up. Okay, he's going all in. I bet you there's someone in here that also has like the streams tabbed up for others. It's okay. We say game over, but I say, that's cool. Load state. Got him. Ranked back to plat. Hey, congrats. Look, I will say this about my ranked endeavors. I'm unfortunately hard stuck on gold 2 right now. Gold 2 is it's awful. You get teammates that just do not know how to play like game modes like hardpoint or search and destroy. And granted, I'm not saying I'm the best either, but it's just it's rough. It's bad. Luma, I unfortunately do not have anything to hydrate with, but I can stretch. I will say that, and I will be refunding you your points. Thank you for the stretch. But unfortunately, I will have to refund the hydrate. I should definitely pause that because I just realized that I don't have anything by me. So there you go. Now it's paused. Good to see you, by the way, Luma. How are you today? Yeah, tanks are fun. If you're well, okay. Question: what are we playing ranked in? Is it Overwatch or are we playing Marvel Rivals ranked is the question. Also, sorry, I have to check my phone. I'm getting blown up right now. All right. We're all good. We're Gucci. We're Gucci, dude. Yeah. Look, I'm just saying that one of these days you're gonna come around and you're gonna see that Overwatch is a good game. It's just gonna take a bit. Don't worry, Mitch. You're a cool drink of water yourself. Thank you. Well, thank you. Sounds like a skill issue, buddy. Yes, yeah. No, it is a skill issue. I forgot to save after a boss fight, by the way. Oh, I need my hand back. Give it. It's fun, but still don't love it. Okay, you know what? There we go. That is a solid 6 out of 10 right there from Snapple. Oh, what am I summoning here? What even is this? Since what does Plok have, like, parasites? What, are you telling me you do not like the comp system? That is, please play 2 tanks because I'm going to be a healer and possibly a damage. I actually legitimately do not know that there's an ability to where you can just summon a bunch of, like, wasps. Yeah, Overwatch. See, I didn't know that. I actually legitimately did not know that. So I kind of just, like, spent all of them on, like, one enemy. Whoops. At least I know for when I probably have to reset that I will, at the very least, be able to have that popped up. Because I thought that was an enemy the whole time. I was like, why can't I get this enemy? I'm pretty sure I hit it, you know? Don't like how they separated. Yeah. Classic Overwatch L. You know, there was another L that they have, but, you know, that L is going to be it got abandoned. You know what I'm talking about. So, like, against the little wasp guys, don't really need to worry about that, you know, or not the wasp. Sorry. The little grasshoppers, I don't really need to worry about those guys. You know, they're kind of an easy enemy. And I kind of like them, too. Like, if they weren't hostile, I'd be friends with them. Personally. Unfortunately, I'm kind of spending right now. My life force, where is it? Once again, chat, for anyone who's in fact coming on in or has in fact been lurking, just want to remind you guys, tomorrow I will not be streaming. I do in fact have work. So, just letting you guys know, that is essentially what is going to be happening. But I will try to get one in on Saturday if I am not starting up the plans early in the day, because it could, in fact, that could be the case. One of my friends does want to do something before we go to the Stream Texas event. So, just letting you guys know, keeping the heads up. Because I would like to get at least one more stream out for you guys. But if this has to be the penultimate stream of the week, then so be it. Rayman before Rayman, if you really think about it. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, I accidentally sent out one of my wasps. Whoops. I mean, look. Think about it this way. Great platforming, despite it being possibly very brutal at first. Banging tracks. And a lovable, marketable character. It truly is just all lining up. How many more enemies do I have? A good amount. I gotta stop throwing all my limbs because that's gonna cause me to slide. We're kind of like getting there, but I'm still like just wondering where they could be. It's like thinning, but still, I feel like there's a lot to like take down. I think what's so hyper aggressive about these enemies is once you hit them, they immediately try to hit you back. Like I do not see that in like many modern games anymore. It is just having an enemy that will just aggressively go right back to you. I was gonna say, how many more were left there, by the way? I don't know how many more were left. Chat, like I said, though, this one probably is going to be like a real quick one. I might be wrapping this one up at probably like an hour and 15. I know that that doesn't seem like a long stream. It's a very short stream. But if I weren't having any issues with my camera, trust me, I would have started this one earlier. It's just, it's going to get to a point where I'm probably going to, like, I still haven't eaten lunch. So I need to get that also. And I know you're like, wait, what do you mean lunch? Like, it's going to be an early dinner at that point. But I like to eat a later lunch on days that I have to go for academics. Because then that way it can just be fuller for more time rather than, you know, eat something at like 2 and then get hungry at 6, you know? And hence why also, like I said, I really hope I can do like an encore stream for you guys this weekend. Because once again, if you guys did not know, I will in fact be on a little vacation from Saturday to Sunday. Or maybe I think it's like Saturday to Monday, actually. Yeah, no, technically it's Saturday to Monday because we go out Sunday and then we come back Monday. So just for anyone who's in fact wondering, what may in fact be happening on the TC Mich 31 channel is that I'm just gonna be taking a little break for like 2 days. That's it. 3 technically. So just to keep you guys in the loop, keep you in the know, that's all. But you guys can in fact stay up to date with my socials at !Mich or at TC Mich 31 on various social platforms. I thought you said world record for a second for Emma, and I was like, okay, go off, get that 100%. And I realized you meant win rate. I'm like, I mean, it's still a decent achievement. Oh my god. If I didn't sidestep there, I would have been cooked. I knew I was gonna get cooked anyways. Am I actually coming into this level with 1 life, by the way? I have no more blocks, do I? Wow, that's crazy. So I really set myself up for failure here just because I have like a 1 block. Yeah, at least the music's kind of banging though, so I respect it. Like, yeah, I could be suffering, but like, but the level music's good though. Oh, calculated, man. Nice. I'm doing a lot better on this one. Just for a game like this, I did not expect that I would have to be this much into a locked-in zone. Hence why I've got chat, you know, also like cheerleading for me. Nice. I just wonder how many score, like how much score you need in order to get like an extra Plok. That would be nice to have. I'd immediately save if that were the case. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna create an alternate save state. I know I'm low in health. But think about it this way. If I already have enough completion in terms of like taking down enemies, I can leverage that. How do you even get past that enemy, by the way? Can't believe it. I still don't understand that. I actually do not understand what... Oh, goodness. Like, what that character does. All right, I'm going to go for one more, chat. I'm going to go for one more. Uno más. Uno más. Technically not from this save state, but more or less, I do want to go from... Is that what I'm supposed to do? Is that actually what I'm supposed to do? No. I need to go back. We need an instant replay on this. Because I just saw something pop out. Yeah, how is that working, by the way? Because how am I triggering this? Moments before disaster. Yeah, like, it's kind of telling me where to go, but it's not as much as I want to know where to go. It's just telling me, yeah, this is possibly the area you want to be in. That's scummy. That's scummy. I respect it though. But that's scummy. What? Okay, I'm getting genuinely confused now at this point. I'm gonna do something here. My safe state is gonna be right here. Hello? Plum World? What? I got an extra life. Let's go. Huge. So I'm not supposed to go there? I need to get that extra life. And I need to immediately save into that extra life. Because that was kind of worth it. Nice. I think I see. If I go over to here, what I apparently need to do is just ride this until I get to a specific point, and then I can just like let go of it. No, maybe not. Ah. I was stuck in there for a second. I actually thought I was like, no, not all of this progress, just gone. Hopefully someone got fired for that little blunder. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was me. If we think about it. All right, chat. This is gonna be my last attempt, win or lose. And since I have an extra life, I can obviously like save it there, but I gotta go. I gotta get ready. And yeah, I know this one was a lot shorter than the usual stream, but I do appreciate you guys for coming out. Oh, that's right. Get absolutely meted. It's over. Where's the water? Where's the water that gets me? Why is it the water of all things? All right, chat. I think that's gonna be it for me with Plok here today. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just reload it back up, just so we can kind of kick off with the very beautiful title music that Plok has. Chat, like I said, I know this one was really short. I'm not even gonna probably rate into anyone over on Twitch. I'm probably just gonna like leave it at that. Look, here's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to get a encore stream out by at least Saturday. Saturday would be the day that I try to get it out. Maybe on Friday if I do it Friday night, but definitely like better possibility on Sunday, or I'm sorry, Saturday for it. Before all the stuff, but I will also be posting about the Stream Texas event that's going to be going on, that is in part with Twitch later that night, so make sure to follow the socials if you haven't already. That is going to be available at places like this and also places like this.